Welcome back everyone to another technical analysis, and today we are taking a look at Ripple coin. Now, since having this huge upward movement that we didn't expect at all from the XRP coin, once again it was like 5x. We had pretty much more of a sideways movement and stabilizing the markets or stabilizing the chart of the XRP coin, dragging the 200 EMA and 100 EMA closer to the market price, and we had a first sign of more like a bullish overtake, which showed that there is still some sort of bullish sentiment on the markets. Now, the second thing that we have noticed is that in between those two zones, so resistance and supportive zone, some sort of, they're not like properly structured yet because we had bunch of liquidity movements here, for example, or here. So, but nevertheless, this is the zone that we are looking for. And right now, we saw that price went from here to here, and we had some sort of small, like, correctional movement, a rejection. And now, next day, we see that we are seeing some sort of like bullish overtake. Now, what we are expecting is another like upward movement, then again, some sideways movement here, and then movement to the lower zones closer here. Now, we base our prediction purely because of this. So we had similar moment. We had from here a nice bounce, then rejection. Then second day was also stronger rejection, but buyers overtook and went for a breakout. Now, if we see that buyers will overtake and move back to here and we see some sort of overtake here, then we would go into a smaller long position and risk and reward ratio. Let me take a look. It will be like 7% of loss and potentially getting like 18%. So risk and reward ratio is 1 to 2, not the best trade, but still pretty much tradable position for us. Now, once we reach anywhere in between this zone here, so this line and this line here, we are going to look for some sort of rejection and a short position with proper market structure break similar to here. So we had a market structure break in this area. Let's take similar one. Stop loss would be like 20% and target would be 32%. Of course, stop loss wouldn't be so high because we would actually move it closer to the fair value gap zones, similar to this area here. So we had a nice breakdown. Let me actually take a look if we formed a breakdown proper one and then moved to fill the fair value gap zones. So this is the zone that we were aiming for. We had a breakdown, some sort of retest of this breakdown zone, although pretty choppy one. Let's move it like this. So breakdown, retest, and then further movement to lower zones, leaving pretty nasty CME gap as well. So we expect to see some sort of similar movement on the markets right now, with market being pretty bullish as of now. We see some sort of bounce happening here. Now the second thing is there is a potential that we might form head and shoulders pattern. Head and shoulders, not the shampoo though. So we had a nice first shoulder, then formed head here, now touched the neckline zone. Now this would be the zone that we would keep an eye. If we see the weakness near 2.5, let's call it the area, and we see a rejection here, then this would be our entry zone for a short position closer to here, so 2.34. And of course, target would be this area here, which is like 10%. Stop loss would be like 5-ish% somewhere here. We won't put it as high as the previous like shoulder. So there is nothing much to talk about. I think we took all the necessary movements on the markets. What we want to see once again, an upward movement, ideally towards here. Stop loss being pretty close to here. Risk and reward ratio is pretty good, and then a short position from here with stop loss being here and target being here. So that's the idea that we see on the XRP coin. We don't see that there is any chance of forming another high, like all-time highs on the XRP coin. But who knows? If we see a breakout from this area, then we are not going to enter in any long position or short position. We rather will wait for a perfect opportunity and to form a perfect market structure break. So that's it for today. As always, thank you for watching this video and see you in the next one.